Alright, we're good to go. Don't let him fool you, he enjoys it.
That thing's still going strong.
Well, I call this meeting to order. Town of Oxford Planning Board meeting, February 9th, 2023. 6:03 p.m. So I need,
Oh, geez.
Something just kicked off. Okay, no, nothing, I don't know why I did that, but it's fine.
Alright, you guys
so
can.
I need you to
Make a
put me in
motion.
as acting chair for tonight since
Yep.
Keith is not here.
I'll make a motion to make you acting chair for tonight.
I'll second that.
Second, yeah.
All in favor?
All in favor, right?
Well,
you, I
his
don't,
vote
I don't
can't
vote.
His vote don't count, yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you what to do.
Yeah.
He said no.
Alright.
Yeah, very good, then.
All right, so, have you looked over the last few minutes from January 26th? There's a lot on there.
Yep.
Sam wasn't here, so you don't really have to, you don't get to vote. Whatever, I looked it over and it looks like it was all as I remember it to be.
Yep, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
So let's see, how do I do this? I make the motion.
One of them will have to.
They make a motion.
Hey, I'll make a motion to accept the minutes from the last
January
January
26th?
26th meeting.
yeah.
Any second?
I'll second that.
All right, all in favor? You don't get to vote.
That's right, I don't vote, I want to do it.
Slacker.
All right, so now we can get on to our only item of business for tonight.
Yeah, probably the only thing you guys didn't get to see was this letter that she just sent today. You should see it now in your packet.
That's right near the back of the packet, I think.
Yeah. And then I left the
That's the
big,
very back page, the last one I saw.
yeah, I left the big plans over there for you guys if you wanted to go through it. I didn't feel like it was gonna be too critical, that's why I didn't print off copies for you.
Yeah.
Really, it's all these things that we've got, that were submitted to us. But I did talk with Keith, even though he's not gonna be voting tonight, he felt that was adequate for, conditional, pending the MDOT approval.
Yeah.
That's because I had already looked through all this stuff,
Yeah.
and that's exactly what I thought also.
Yep. Yeah, Amanda did good. She got everything
On top
to
of
us.
things. Nice.
Try,
A lot of work.
the ladies, keeping men in mind.
Somebody's gotta keep us in line.
Somebody's got to, yeah.
I will not deny that one bit. I will not deny that.
And yeah, just so you all know, I checked to make sure and we have not received the letter from MDOT still, unfortunately. And I hear that that's what's going on in general.
Yeah.
Their projects are really backed up right now. So we've heard that they're happy with the plans, they've given us estimates, we know how much money we're gonna have to put into the escrow account for them to start and everything. But we still don't have the actual letter, so it's coming.
Yeah, it takes a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
State, there you go.
All right, so we have the letter
Yeah.
showing so what is the financial capacity?
Yep.
Would you like me to run through those things quickly that we had to hand you?
Sure.
Would that be helpful?
Yeah,
We have a-
we had a checklist there too. That way,
It's in the minutes as well.
Yeah, we have a list here in the minutes.
Yep.
Okay. So you know, the estimate obviously was important. The estimate that you have is from DM Roma. It's absolutely everything except for the modular. The current estimate for the modular is $250,000. So that comes to right around $400,000. So then the financial capacity letter states that, you know, is, I think, is for 500,000. We showed that The two LLCs are both in good standing with the state. We got an agency authorization letter and an agreement to lease that's between 1240 Main Street LLC and Coastal Roots Inc. We have the wastewater disposal information that was requested, the current deed, and the easement. I believe that's it. That's what was requested. And then we have the letter that is coming.
Yeah.
So in the minutes, that's all for the 7/10/17 one. We've addressed all of those, with the exception of the MDOT
Yeah.
that they asked for.
So it looks like just item number 56, if that would be the one we'll put in the minutes,
Is that the DOT one?
that'll be the one conditional item.
Yeah, so you listed in the January minute, January 2016.
Yep.
So 7/10/17/20, 31, 30, 55.
Yeah.
56 is the one.
Yeah.
The DOT, yeah. I'm just looking over all these minutes. After all that.
Yeah. And that septic design, after this, and they actually pulled the trigger on a building permit, I'll get a signature and a date from the owner, process that, and they install it, and as the LPI, the plumbing inspector, I'll also approve and inspect that when they install it. So there's a lot of information on there, it's not really pertinent at this time, it is sound, the site evaluator produced that, so it is easily approvable.
So it looks like we have everything here then to grant a permit based upon,
The approval of the DOT letter or whatever.
yeah.
Make a motion to approve this.
Contingent upon item number 56.
Yeah, the 56 for the letter from the DOT.
All right. You have a second? All right, all in favor?
Awesome.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yep.
So will we get a letter?
I'll get the finding of
And
facts
approve,
that
yeah.
Tim will end up being the one to sign them this time. You
Sure.
usually have Keith's name on there, so I'll just send an email to you. Do you have the ability to scan and do that, or would it be easier just to come
Yep.
in?
Yeah, if you come in or,
Yeah. I'll
I'm not
let you
technical
know.
enough to,
That's fine.
yeah. I usually sign it, scan it, and send it back.
Yeah. So you,
I print it, sign it, rescan it, and send it back.
so you do have that ability?
I can do that.
Okay, all right. I'll just send it to your email and
Yep.
probably tomorrow, hopefully.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Yep.
Thank you all so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Have a safe trip home.
Thank you, you too.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know, we are having a meeting on the 23rd. It's about the dog kennel down on, actually 152 Moxie's Place. I don't think any of you guys were here for the original approval of that, but basically it's a kennel that's going in down there. She's got something in her finding of fact saying that she can't have her own personal dogs there, but she's got a situation where she would like to, so she requested to change that. It's not gonna be a full site plan, it's basically gonna be another meeting like this, where we just have to approve it. to allow for her to do that temporarily.
Why can't she have her own personal dogs? What's the background of
Because
that?
it's listed right in the finding of facts that it was just for the 9 kennel dogs at a time, and it actually specifies that she can't have personal animals there.
Okay.
And she ended up having a situation where one of her pups had a litter, and she's doing it right now in her house, and she just, well, I got these wonderful kennels. So she
Yeah.
she just wants to amend that, and so that's what that'll be about.
Okay.
Yeah. Normally, we don't have a meeting the second of the month, but lately, we've just been right out straight with these meetings,
I was gonna say, I saw that, and I'm like, wait a minute, I don't remember having 2 meetings in a month, but.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, so hopefully you guys didn't have anything,
Is that the 23rd you said?
yep, yep.
It's on the bottom of your minutes as
Yeah,
well.
I did see that too, yeah.
I think I already put it in mine.
You did?
I don't know.
Yeah, 23rd.
Oh, you gonna be snowmobiling again?
God, I'm actually leaning towards the navel to the deep into the rest of this year.
Yeah.
Gonna happen.
Oh, boy.
Well, yeah,
Say it.
well, they'll see it on the agenda.
Birthday's the 25th.
There's nothing
Yep.
else really
Yeah,
that
we'll-
they
we'll
can,
be there.
they can say against,
Yeah,
we don't
we'll-
have an ordinance that says we can't have
No.
dogs there,
I
so.
know.
You and I don't have a say.
She's gonna be asking for an amendment to the ordinance?
Not to the ordinance, just to her.
All the
Her.
ordinances in
Yeah,
my head
'cause
right now.
just like we're gonna do a finding of fact, if there's any conditions on there, you guys made it a condition.
My work one, I had them all in there.
Okay.
And then when I was here that night,
This
I
one,
told them,
one
So
of
the
the
town
conditions
may
is
put
No,
these
yeah.
conditions on it when,
so I'm like,
of the business?
So I
Or
put them on mine.
originally, when she,
Yeah, I wish I had.
is that how? it
That's
works?
mine, you were here for that, right?
I was here for it, and I will tell you, they probably had 50 people come to that meeting.
Okay,
Yeah.
Which
It
one's
was
this?
a
Sorry.
huge
For the dog
public
kennel.
yeah.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, from a code standpoint, if we don't have anything in the ordinance, I wouldn't have even said you guys should have that as a condition, because we don't have the authority to say. That's why it was weird when I saw it in there. She's like, hey, can I have my own personal dogs? I said, let me look at the finding of fact. And sure enough, it actually specified in parentheses, no personal animals. I'm just like, I don't see anything in the ordinance that says she can't do that, so I don't know why we didn't.
I have never heard of that.
The kennel, the dog
Yeah.
kennel? Yeah, it was probably what, early 2021?
Yeah, it was, I think May.
And where's it located at? Where's it?
You know Campground Lane?
It's on Thompson Lake.
Campground.
So
My father used to
I
do
think
that.
there was concerns about
Up in Kingston.
barking
Way down.
Okay.
and the noise.
Down that
Yeah.
So I think, to be honest, I probably shouldn't be.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's where.
As a
You know-
citizen of Oxford, I can tell you it was a huge thing.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to figure out what the backstory is, but why, I don't understand why what we're doing it, and how come she can't have personal dogs?
She'll be here at the.
That was
meeting.
part of
Correct.
it. There was
What's the
a,
purpose of the kennel, why she can't have the dogs? What's up with that?
she's a trainer first, but she should really discuss this with you.
Yeah,
She
so
will.
she'll
She'll
get
go
all
in
that
the email.
information.
Is
at
that the
next
one over
meeting.
here, the vet?
No,
No.
no.
Yes,
The
she's
vet.
the veteran.
Veteran, yeah.
Yes,
Veteran,
and she
yeah.
does
Yeah,
the
yeah,
veteran,
Oh, okay.
training of dogs on the pond.
Yes, okay, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, you know the old Tubman Park?
Yes, across the
That
street.
Campground Lane is right
Yes.
across from
Oh,
that.
that's Campground Lane.
Moxie's place is actually her personal residence is
Yeah.
the first address down there, and then all the way down, it's actually on the opposite end, down Hogan Pond Lane,
Mm.
that nobody has the right to go across there, but that's basically logistically where it's located. It's a whole project.
So that's why it was so big, because it's down there where everybody's camps and
Right.
private,
Yeah.
and they didn't wanna have dogs barking all the time.
There's been a few stipulations that she's had to do, and she has done them, like a berm, the sound barrier,
Yep.
which is up now. Basically, it's just in an area where you wouldn't normally see something like that, so that's probably why those.
I bet that's why it was so
And I
big,
think some of
yes.
those conditions were, voluntary.
Yeah, I think she did it just to
To
get.
try
to
and appease people, like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, that's certainly allowed.
It's a fantastic service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know she does commercial on TV,
Yeah.
and I talked to her, they had a thing
For
for
anybody that doesn't.
for the four chaplains, you ever hear about them?
Yeah.
The four chapters, she didn't come this year, but she was there last year. I went over and talked to her and stuff.
She goes all over the world,
She
she's pretty.
does, yeah. So I didn't realize they built her house down there, and I know she's building for the dog kennels, right? It's a big place, isn't it, inside, the kennel that she's building?
It's sizable, yeah,
Sizable, I think I saw that on TV, actually,
probably.
what what she was doing with that.
Yeah, it's a big work in progress right now
Yeah.
still, but they got a structure up, and they've got, I think, 8 little, basically cabins where the dogs can actually stay.
Right, that's what I saw, yeah.
Yep,
Cabins, yeah.
yeah.
So we're looking to amend that so she can have those cabins?
She's gonna request that the board
So she
amend
can
it.
have her personal animals there. So I guess I can understand
her
it,
personal-
because
I
where
get
that's
you.
a business with training animals, they don't want personal. I guess
She
I
was
can,
even limited to how many personals she could have, I thought.
I think it was just no personal. They limited it to 9 dogs at a time. I think that's why they have, it's probably 9 cabins. That's probably what it was. But, she'll go into details. You guys will all be brought up to speed that day.
Yeah, okay.
But just wanted to equip you for
Yeah,
that.
thank you for the background, because I try to, now that I know what you're saying, I can remember, I know a little bit about it from what I saw and read and stuff like that. So she's looking to have the 9 cabins and plus her own dogs in the house, I guess, right? That's what it sounds like?
She mentioned it was gonna be a temporary thing until the dogs, are puppies anymore, so. But, yeah, the business isn't even, it's not even, she doesn't have an occupancy over there yet. So, like the main building is not up and running, and she's got some other things she's doing, to work on some of the buildings, so
Yeah,
it's really only just a temporary thing.
yeah, okay, good.
Yeah.
So what was the outcome on all those 50 people that came?
well, obviously, finally got approved, but.
But it was, they didn't want it there.
It was very contentious.
That's what
It
the
was.
sound berm, I think, was part of that, just to limit the sound from any
She's
barking
very
animals.
open about it, she'll discuss it all.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
she was open the day I went and talked to her and stuff about anything, but I was just curious what the consensus was of the people there. I would probably say they don't want it there, probably the majority. I'd just be guessing,
It's like
Okay.
Well, we'll
anything,
have
it's
to
a
wait.
camp,
Wait and hear her argument.
Well, it wasn't
Yeah.
just a campground, it was
Yeah.
all around the lake.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
It was approved, but,
Yeah,
With a lot of
Yeah.
stipulations.
well, citizens were not happy with the decision.
So,
Gotcha.
I did
But
really.
there was no reason, I think, that they
they
could
couldn't,
disapprove
right,
it.
right.
Right. One of the things, I remember when people say, you gonna go on the planning board? Yeah. People are yelling, screaming at you. They're gonna get pissed off at you. I go, what are you talking about? So that's an instance.
That's where you can become an enemy of the town, yes.
Now I see what you're saying, I'm just clicking that together,
Yeah.
Huh.
But that's one thing I've learned after that training that we did, that we can't approve or disapprove just because we don't want it.
That's right, and the same thing goes with public opinion.
Yeah.
The court of public opinion always likes to inject what their
Yeah.
thoughts are, but as long as they're abiding by the town's
Right.
ordinances, which is the court, that's what the public's opinion is the ordinances. They
Right,
voted
that's
those
right.
in.
Right.
You guys are responsible for approving or
Enforcing
denying
them.
based
Yep.
on that.
Yep.
Or
Right.
changing them,
That's right.
yeah,
Well, you can recommend changes.
right.
And then
The
they go
selectmen
back
have
to the
to-
voters, yes.
They go
Selectmen
right.
I
say
have,
they have to put it on
I've
the
actually
ballot.
made
Yeah.
it heard through the grapevine that there is a petition going around to stop, put a cap on.
That's
Yeah.
right, that's right, yep, that is a pending, current active pending thing.
But
I mean, how many do you really need? And that's what I'm not understanding. It's like, obviously these people are making money because they're still starting more of them.
But, yeah, but if
Truth be
somebody's
told,
gonna go out.
some of them have already,
Dissipated out.
yeah, they're kind of, it's, attrition, it happens, businesses, they last as long as they do, and then they don't,
Looking at my hard list, remember Grossman's, and then you got HQ.
Yes,
And that,
Grossman's, yeah.
now,
Mm.
so that's why I didn't realize how far it had gotten in the last meeting, because I was ready to go with Nabel, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, but I believe we're all good for today, if you guys want to.
We'll just call this meeting
Yeah,
to a
get
close.
motion.
Make a motion to adjourn the
There
meeting?
you go.
Sam?
I'll second it.
There you go.
All right. All in favor?
All in favor.
All right.
Good job, Tim.
All right.
Yeah, well done.
We made the boss for a day.
I'm applause for the day. I felt so powerful.